Well, growing up in Canada playing football, so as you know, Canada or Toronto is a diverse city and a lot of cultures. And growing up, it's a big soccer community. It's just at that age there was no outlet to be a professional, and I was excelling quickly at my age, and I went on trial. I got scouted and went on trial to Man United with another Canadian, Cal Becker, and that was my first time getting a taste of English football and being around professionals, and it was a great experience and one that I cherish to this day. I look so young, man. Holy. Was I about 18? When I was at Paderborn, I got scouted by St. Pauli to go on loan again, and that's when I really broke through. I think I scored about seven goals. Played, I think, 26 games. Yeah, and it was, that's what I really got a taste for, playing against men, and being over in Germany. It really helped me progress as a player. You learn a different side of football. I think it helped me as my development, and it was a great experience. And like I said, I always, first I was skeptical going over at Germany as a young age, especially you don't know the language and everything, but it was great. So there was the community there at St. Pauli, and the team, my teammates there, and the staff was very welcoming and helped me settle down on and off the field very quickly. It was a great experience, and anybody going over Germany, I would give them nothing but praise.
Initially,
scored headers. My first goal was a header. First goal was a header. Couldn't believe it. But yeah, it was a great experience away. It was a tough match. I remember playing against a fellow Canadian on the other side that scored as well, against Simeon Jackson. Yeah, it was a great day, and I think that game helped me progress in English football. It was kind of hard breaking through, but to come on and impress and score your goal in the Carling Cup is what everybody has to do at a young age to get more minutes, I guess. And we had a great team. We had great players: Benny McCarthy, Jason Roberts, Pedersen, David Dunn. We had a strong team, and being around them every day, training with them every day, you learn. As a young kid, I think I was only 19 then, so you learn on and off the field, being around great professionals and talented players like that. So yeah, it's another stepping stone to becoming a professional. I remember Chimbanda, Chris Samba. That was crazy. It was a good gesture because they always bonded with the young players. They didn't really lead them as outcasts. They wanted to get them involved and believed in them, and that's what you need at a young age, for the senior players to believe in you and push you as well and help you progress. And I remember this game, I came off the bench and I think I missed a sitter in extra time, and everybody was fuming at me, and then I stepped up and scored a penalty and got us through to the next round of techers. Yeah, this was it was great because this game, I was a young player playing against Drogba and Nelka and them players, and to go up and step up and taking a deciding penalty at a young age, it's nerve-wracking, but it helps you grow as a player and as a human as well. So it was great to put that top bins and help the team progress to the semi-finals. One of my great experiences in my career, playing in Wembley in front of 90,000, and one of the most important games, one of the most expensive games in English football. So to be a part of that and play an important role to get a team promoted back into the Premier League is a great achievement. Yeah, it was the 90th minute. 90th minute, we was against it. We was down to 10 men. It was hanging on for about 30 minutes in the second half, and there was pepper in our box. And then against the game of play, I had won a tackle in their final third and put a ball in for Bobby Zamora to clinch it for us. So it was a great experience, and it was a great group of guys there, great players. And I remember it was an up and down season, but we had to fight through and get to the finals. but everything about that day is a special moment. I had my mom in the stands. She flew over from Canada as well to experience it with me, so it was great. To be fair, I just remember I was buzzing, man. I was buzzing. I was just all smiles, all happy, and it was a great achievement. I remember sitting in the hotel and speaking to my friend about it the night before, saying if you could do something memorable for in this game, it will be in the history books for QPR forever. So I was glad I played a part in the goal to help us get promoted, and it's a moment I'll cherish for the rest of my life. Yeah, they've been calling me up for a while, and I was just focusing on my club career at the moment, and didn't want to make my decision at an early stage in my career, but I think the time was right at this point in my career, and it was a turning stone for the national team and for me as well. I think I was following them for a while and seeing how it's progressing, and I think this was a moment for not only for me but for Canada, a turning point to really push on and get other players to follow and come on board. I think it's a monumental moment for me and for Canada. So I think before I joined, Canada was a fighting team, and we didn't really turn that corner, but I think once I joined and others followed, it turned the corner, and you can see what the national team is today. So it's a very proud moment for me, and I think we could keep progression how we've done so far. Canada has a bright future. It's my first goal against Jamaica, my parents' country, another country I could have played for, so it's kind of crazy to get my first goal against Jamaica, where I was eligible to play for again. And this was in the Gold Cup. I think it was the quarterfinals. It was down 2-0, and I had to put some spark into the team, I guess. So it was a great goal, but we fell short at the end. But so it's not really one goal that I would like to remember, but yeah, it was my first goal for Canada, and it's kind of hard because we didn't win the game, so it's bittersweet. Yeah, that was one of my best goals, I could say, in my career. It was live on Sky as well. I'll give you that one. Live on Sky as well, and I just remember I was training weeks and weeks in, just practicing my finishing, and I remember Warnock, the gaffer at the time, just said just cut in and hit it before the game, and it just felt perfectly for me to hit it first time, and I had a sweet connection, and I think we was down 1-0 that game as well. I think that was the winning goal, 2-1. So that's even made it even a better goal, knowing that you get the 3 points behind it. So that's one of my favorite goals of my career so far. Not too fair. I was beating my chest before that part, so I was very proud, and then the team, and had the whole stadium was a home goal, so the whole stadium was hyped off of it, and I think that's what pushed us through at the end of the game. So yeah, this was crazy because all those kids plays for my brother's academy at the time. So to get my first career hat trick in my home city, Toronto, in front of all my family that was there, and that was my first time captaining the national team. I think one of my greatest moments, to be first time captaining the national side and get my first career hat trick at home in front of my fans. I don't think you can beat that. So it's a great moment. Family played a big part of my career, on and off the field. Ever since I was young, my family supported me, and all my family here, my son and my partner supports me immensely on and off the field. So everything I do is for my family. So it's great to have that supportive base behind you to keep pushing you on and keep getting you through games and through your career. I think this was my first goal for Reading. Also to get the winner against my old club, Cardiff. It was a great moment for me because I really wanted to go out and win that game, and to do it, score my first goal, it's a bonus. I remember this goal because we were speaking about it the day before, and said if I score, will I celebrate? I said no at the time. And look at me now. No, I think it was a great strike, and It was right in front of my family, so I had to celebrate, and that's my celebration dedicated to my son. As a baby, he used to do that as a dance move, so I thought I'll dedicate all my goals to him moving forward, and that's a celebration dedicated to my son. It's a crazy moment because the night before I couldn't sleep. I was too excited because, I don't know, I just had a feeling that it was going to be the day to qualify for the World Cup. Everybody dreamt of playing in the World Cup, and this moment to qualify on your home soil in Toronto against Jamaica, your parents' homeland, and to get a goal is monumental, man. It's crazy. It was like -10 that day, snowing. But yeah, it was crazy. It was a great moment, and it's something that you'll cherish for the rest of your life. And then after it, we went to party with Drake. The champagne goggles. It's just to protect your eyes from the champagne. It was crazy. After that game, we had bottles of Moet spraying everywhere, and people use that as fashion now, so it's crazy. But yeah, it was a great celebrations in the dressing room after. We was there celebrating, spraying each other, and it was a proud moment to be able to reach to the World Cup and be a part of the World Cup, which the country's only second World Cup. It's been 36 years since Canada made it to the World Cup. It was a great experience with a great group of players that we will remember each other for the rest of our lives. It's monumental thing. Had the family over there. It's just, we had the toughest group, but I think this is a pushing stone. Like I said, it's a progression for Canada. It's a stepping stone, and it's a learning base for not only for the country, but for young players. It shows that if you follow your dreams, work hard for it, anything can happen. Played against teams that made it to the semi-finals of the World Cup, so it was a tough group, a tough challenge, but we went out there and played our game. We didn't back down. We went out every game trying to play our style of football, and I think we showed the world what Canada could do and what we're made of, and that we're not, we're a footballing country now. So we felt the support from the whole country going into each game in the World Cup, and it's like I said, it's a very special moment. So if we could keep progressing as a nation and keep building on this, Canada has a bright future.